Film critic Barry Ronge has died. He was one of South Africa's most loved movie critics. I'm joined now by the Buzz Factor's Bridget van Oerle. Bridget, there's absolutely no doubt that Barry Ronge leaves an indelible imprint on the arts and entertainment sector in South Africa, having accomplished so much and having such robust views and such a strong following. Tell us a little bit about the circumstances of his death.
He has indeed left the gap. Barry retired in 2014 and he had a very gentle and quiet life, and he passed away from, it was old age and natural causes. It was a very peaceful death. He was with his life partner, Albertus van Dijk, and it was last Sunday. And Barry wanted the news to be released a few days after his death, and that's what we've done. And it was very peaceful, and it was natural causes.
Just remind us about some of the incredible work he's done as a journalist, a writer, a film critic. He's been involved in so many things.
Well, I think we can remember so much about Barry. I mean, he was incredible. He was one of, as you said, he was one of our most loved journalists. And he was a former arts editor as well for the Sunday Times. And people may remember that the Sunday Times named the fiction prize, the Barry Ronge Fiction Prize, after him in 2015. And he presented a show on 7:02 on Sunday mornings where many a person had to go in and be interviewed by him. And I think his sharp wit, his mastery of the English language, and just his talent was incredible. He was a prolific journalist. I mean, one of the things that he did do was that he wrote under a pseudonym as a restaurant reviewer, as Miss Rebecca Parker with Southampton Living magazine in the late 80s, and he was a food critic, and he used to get a lot of hate mail about that as well. He also published a book, Spit and Polish, which many people may remember, which was a collection of his Sunday Times columns. There were 2 books. And that was quite a well-read and well-sold book as well. He's quite an icon in South Africa, is Barry Ronge.
As someone who knows him, what are you going to miss the most about him?
You know, Barry was as sharp as anything. I mean, he had so much knowledge, and his knowledge of the English language was absolutely incredible. I think his film knowledge, the knowledge that he had of so many. The films he saw, the plays he saw, the productions, the books. You know, it was a vast amount of IP, one could call it that Barry had. And just his so much that he put into the career and so much into South Africa's cultural landscape. And often way before his time. I mean, you will remember he used to do Review Plus with Doreen Morris, you know, and food reviews. He used to do theatre reviews. He was incredible, and I think incredibly well-rounded and well-knowledgeable and well-versed in the humanities and in the cultural landscape of South Africa.
At one of his book launches, he actually said that he can attribute a lot of what his contributions have been to the incredible inspiration of his partner, Albertus. How's he doing?
Albertus obviously is very, very sad. You know, it's a huge loss. They were together for 45 years. You know, it's a very, very long time. They worked together. They had an incredible relationship. You know, Albertus is sad, and they've luckily had spent many good years together after Barry's retirement. So I think that was a very valuable time that Albertus has had. And, you know, I suppose having to now pick up the pieces after having been together for so long, you know, as a couple. They worked together at 7:02 when Albertus produced Barry's show. So there's a long and wonderful relationship that they did have.
Our condolences to Albertus and to all of Barry's family and friends. Such a huge loss for South Africa. Thank you very much for speaking to us about him. That was Buzz Factor's Bridget van Oerle talking to us about the passing of well-known South African film critic, journalist and writer Barry Ronge.